If you want to grow your school community, you have to focus on your About page. Today we're going to look at Tom Bilyeu's About page, specifically his VSL. So his VSL is extremely powerful. What I've done is I've broken it down into great detail, taken the script and then broken down exactly what he's doing in each part of this. You can see how many notes in black I've made under what he said. There's a lot packed into this. So my name's Adam. I've been in my industry for 7-8 years now. I've made 2.6 million for my clients with VSLs and webinars. And what we're going to do in this video is have a look at exactly how he's structured his VSL in order to earn. If we have a look, he's earning $261,800 a month and he's earning 3.1 million a year with his VSL. So I put together a prompt which basically takes the entire script and it converts it into a VSL for your community. You just have to answer a few questions. You can skip forward if you want, it'll be timestamped. So basically it does all the hard work for you and you can just get your scripts and then you can record your video and you can get this done in probably like 10 minutes, honestly, because it's such a short script and it's going to be kind of perfect from the get-go. So we're going to quickly run through the actual VSL and why it's so powerful.
Welcome, my friend. If you are dreaming of starting your own business but feel stuck because you have no money, no ideas, or too many ideas, or just generally no clue where to begin, you are in the right place.
So there he's talking about, he's calling out the customer and he's stating the problem that they have. He's stating the transformation they haven't had yet. They want to be a business owner, but they've not been able to get there. Let's see what the next step is about. So the next step is the story.
My name is Tom Bilyeu. I was a chronic procrastinator who struggled just to get out of bed in the morning. I would spend 4 to 5 hours a day every day stuck in bed because I did not want to face the reality that I had no idea how to make my dreams come true. But I overcame all of that and ultimately went from zero to co-founding Quest Nutrition, a company that sold for $1 billion.
So there he's providing you with trust in himself. So trust is built when you create a narrative around yourself that explains that you've solved the problem, and then he's showing proof that he's actually done that by saying that he's sold a business for $1 billion. He's using visuals here of him being on a big magazine. So that's what your story does. It's not about your life story, it's about the story of you succeeding in the goal that you set, and then relating that back to the customer. And in the documents provided, which you can access if you join the school community with the link below, you can input these questions and it's really simple and you don't have to think about it, and then ChatGPT will do the rest.
Look, I get it. Starting a business can feel impossible, especially when you're drowning in conflicting advice from all over the internet. But I'm telling you right now, you do not have to do it alone. With the Zero to Founder community, you're joining a collective of like-minded entrepreneurs who are all on the same journey. This is a place where people are going to believe in you, even if you don't believe in yourself. We're going to support each other, share insights, and push each other to achieve our goal.
So this is all about the community. Obviously, this is a big part of school. This is something that you have that you wouldn't have if you just created the funnel yourself. It's something that you need to talk about what's going on in your community, how's your community helping each other to achieve their goals, and what that looks like. Essentially, it's like it's essentially the part of the offer before the offer. The community is the place where the offer is going to be fulfilled.
Plus, when you join now, you'll get access to the Zero to Founder 4-week bootcamp. This is where I'm sharing the very hard-earned lessons that took me from zero to building a billion-dollar brand. No fluff, just actionable strategies you can use right now.
So now he's talking about the offer. This is the critical component to this. But if you input the questions, if you answer the questions in the Google Doc, and then copy it into ChatGPT, then you don't have to think about this too much. I've tried to make this as simple as possible for you. So your offer is essentially presenting in steps, which is going to talk about next, how you get from A to B. So if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps, then step 1 is this, and you get this value and this slight transformation, etc., up until step 5, where you have the full transformation. And you've achieved.
Each week, we're going to focus on a crucial aspect of starting a business. Week number 1, you're going to nail down a profitable business idea that matters to you. In week 2, you'll learn how to start your business on a budget and avoid common pitfalls. In week 3, you're going to master productivity and learn to think like a CEO, which I assure you understand what a CEO actually does. And week 4, you're going to build your business plan and set clear, actionable, so you can build something that's real and not just be dreaming or talking.
So there he's stating exactly what I said, all the different steps. So each step has an outcome, and each step means you're on the next step. If you complete it, and then by the end of it, you've had a transformative experience which you can learn about in great detail in the Google Doc that I provided.
Now, right now, is the time to take action. Join Zero to Founder today and start building your dream business. Click the link to get started.
Okay, great. So this is really short, really good, packed full of information. If you have a look on the actual Google Doc, it lists in a lot of detail exactly what he's doing in each step if you care to go through it in detail and figure out everything about this VSL. But the benefit that you have here is this, right? So if we ask questions about your community, we can essentially work out how to convert his script into your script and benefit from all this work he's done without having to necessarily do it all ourselves and figure it out ourselves. So I've invented a community here. The community is called AI Automation Kings. The owner is John Smith, and you just fill these out, right? You just answer these questions essentially. So community name, your name, what it's about. We help people who want to succeed in their AI automation agency generate real long-term wealth from finding the right clients and closing them. So, and then it comes on to the call out. Who is your ideal member? AI automation interested, or they have their own company but they're failing, something like that. What is their primary roadblock? They can't get clients, and if they do, they can't close them. What is their dream outcome? They want to grow their status as a business owner and generate real wealth so they can better enjoy their life. So this is the idea that you can only sell four things: relationship, health, wealth, or status. So that's there. And you need to think about, what am I actually delivering my community, and relate it to these things. So what things have they tried to overcome the roadblock? They might have tried to figure it out with random YouTube videos, but there's no benefit and no full problem solve available online, and they've wasted maybe hundreds of hours trying. This, you can imagine, this is something that you might find yourself if you try to figure out something yourself. It's often kind of the case that it's a similar story. So part 2 is actually your solution narrative, which is presenting how you solve the problem and relating that back to the community member. What was the problem you solved to achieve success? I built a system that made me 100,000 in 1 year, finding the ideal client and closing them with tried and tested processes that I developed. So what's the proof of that? Well, Ilya made 50,000 in day 10. John closed his first client in 2 years of trying after 1 day. Andy made 400,000 after a year after 3 months, and is hiring more people to help. So maybe your proof is just yourself, that you've done it, and that can be, maybe I could say, I figured out how to do this thing and I'm earning this much. Or maybe if it's something that's more about a creative aspiration, I figured out how to create AI storytelling and create my first AI movie, and this is what I got out of it. But you always want to relate this back to what's the actual outcome of the proof, and if the outcome is related to the outcome that your customer wants, then you're on the right track. But really, just try and put anything that you can in here. If you don't have anything specific, just try and put something down, and you can always edit the script afterwards or update it once you've had more success. So how did you solve the problem? I focused on what matters. Was a lot of trial and error, but I focused and I was determined, and it led me to understand exactly what needs to be done from the marketing and sales side of things. How did you feel before you solved the problem? And now you want to be emotive with this. If this fails, describe how your members will feel with the problem they face that they have no solution to. So I spent years trying to figure this out. It's what everyone in the space lacks, is getting clients, but it's all about perseverance. I felt completely useless and was going to give up, but then I figured it out. So that's kind of, you're presenting yourself as the version of them that actually figured the problem out, and what did that entail. Part 3 is community, the transformation vehicle. So how does the community itself support its members to achieve their goals? We support them with help, advice, guidance. This is going to be pretty much the same for every community, is that unless you have specific things, maybe you have a live every week, you do Q&As, then you can add that in there. But this is like the tangible benefits from a community, but generally it's always going to be help, advice, guidance. How does a community of like-minded people with a clear path and the same goal impact its students? So it makes it 100 times easier, because if you have a problem, there's someone that's going through it as well, and they can help you out, and everyone's willing to help, and everyone's very friendly, right? It's going to be a very similar thing, so you can pretty much copy paste that. So part 4, offer, your step-by-step blueprint. What is the name of your core offer? It's really good to name the thing that you're actually selling, or even if it's a free community, you want to name it. So if I had a community that helped people learn how to ride a bike, or learn how to get better at riding a bike, then I'd call it cycling, like for example 0 to founder, you could say 0 to biking hero. You just come up with a clever name that actually illustrates the problem solved that you're providing. So is your offer based on a period of time or just steps? Like Tom's is based on steps a period of time. So week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and then by week 4 you've achieved your goals. This is better, but if you're just starting out, then maybe you just want it to be steps without periods of time, and just to keep it simple. In this example, for the AI Automation Society, it's you're going to find your ideal client, you're going to get them cheap with marketing, and you're going to learn how to sell to them, and you're going to close at least one client. So it's good to put, where I put close at least one client, it's really good to have a guarantee, but you don't want to guarantee something that you can't deliver. But it is definitely something to think about adding in a guarantee, because it makes it a lot more real if you're guaranteeing that this is going to happen. So for each step, what is the clear outcome and inherent value? Finding your ideal client, you're going to understand who you're talking to and how to talk to them. Get cheap marketing. That's, you're going to figure out we know the best traffic source, and we're going to help you generate this many leads with this blueprint, and you're going to get this many calls. Learn to sell to them, and then you're going to figure out how to actually close them at a high percentage potentially, and then close at least one client, and also they're going to earn approximately $1,000+ and they're going to make their money back on the course. That would be a really good way to sort of wrap the guarantee, but again, it doesn't have to be a guarantee. It just, that outcome needs to be the solution to the problem that everyone's facing, and joining the community will solve that problem. And then finally, you've just got the call to action bit, and that's what's the action you want them to take, and it's generally click join now, and then what is the benefit or the success that they're going to find. If they do, they're going to achieve their dreams of running a successful AI automation agency. Not today, but just soon, I suppose. So with that, now what you have is a simple prompt here, and I can copy this prompt, and then I can go to my preferred AI, which is probably Gemini at the moment, because I don't like ChatGPT at the moment. It's not doing very well for me. Stick it in there, and you can do this with the free version. We've given the AI enough information in order to actually put this together on free version as well, so you don't have to pay for ChatGPT or anything. So we're just going to copy all of this all the way down to here, and with all of our answered questions, and then we're going to stick it in Gemini, and then it's going to do all the work for us. So I just pasted it in below that prompt, and I'm on fast, so I'm not on any paid version, and I'm going to hit enter. Obviously, if you do thinking, I think you get a couple free ones, then you get a different, potentially like a better outcome, but let's just press enter. Cool, so now we have our AI Automation Kings VSL script, and now you can go and record that, and just to camera, don't have to edit anything, you can just do it like I'm doing this. You don't even need a screen share, and then you can create your high converting VSL. What I'm going to do, I'm going to actually read through this and record it to camera, and then you can see how effective this is. Welcome, my friend. If you are deeply interested in the massive potential of AI automation, but you feel completely stuck because you can't get clients, you don't know the right people to talk to, or you're just wasting time and money on marketing that doesn't convert, then you're in the right place. My name is John Smith, and I've spent years stuck in the exact cycle. I was pouring time and money into courses and random YouTube videos, trying to piece together a system, only to feel utterly useless and ready to give up, because I just couldn't figure out the one thing that actually matters, which is finding the ideal client and closing the deal. I overcame all of this by focusing purely on what works through relentless trial and error, which allowed me to build a system that generated me over 100,000 in my first year with AI automation. Now I'm going to show you how to do the same. Look, I get it. Building a business in this space feels impossible when you're going at it. You're drowning in conflicting advice, constantly pivoting and watching your competitors succeed. But I'm telling you right now, you don't have to do it alone. With the AI Automation Kings community, you're joining a collective of ambitious agency owners who are all on the same journey. This is a place where people are going to share their exact strategies that are working for them right now. We're going to support each other, give you the direct advice you need, and push each other to reach the kind of wealth and status that you've only dreamed of. Plus, when you join now, you'll get instant access to the first client in 30 days blueprint. This is where I'm sharing with you the precise, hard-won processes that took me from 0 clients to a successful, profitable agency. No theory, just actionable steps you can use right now. The blueprint is broken down into 4 critical phases. Phase 1, you're going to find your ideal client, which means you'll stop talking to everyone and start understanding the exact person that you need to be talking to. Phase 2, you'll learn how to get them cheap with marketing. I will show you the best traffic sources, how to generate over 100 leads and book in 20 calls really quickly. Phase 3, you're going to learn to sell to them, mastering our unique closing method, which is proven at a 75% effectiveness rate. And finally, Phase 4, you'll close at least one client. That's the whole goal, earning your first $1,000 so you can immediately make your money back and start building a true long-term wealth. Right now is the time to take action. Stop wasting time and start building your successful AI automation agency today. Click the link to join the AI Automation Kings and get started. So I think that's a really powerful VSL, especially considering we've done this in about 5 minutes and recorded it in just a few minutes. So if you want to get access to this particular script and this particular ChatGPT prompt, then go to the link in the description and join my school community, and you can get the full blueprint and the full document, and you can start creating your VSL in Tom Bilyeu's voice and start seeing success immediately. So thank you. If you're interested in me doing any other communities and you want me to break down exactly how they structured their VSL and then how you can copy paste their VSL and reap the rewards of that, then please do comment below and let me know, or comment in the community and just let me know what you're interested in me doing next, and I'm happy to keep making these videos and keep providing value to you for free. And yeah, just please subscribe if you've gotten any value from this. Thank you for watching.